Good morning, guys. How are you? It is Sunday the 31st. I am so happy you guys requested this video about land banks. We're gonna get straight into it in a few seconds. I'm gonna go from A to Z how I found my two properties through Shelby County Land Bank in Memphis, Tennessee. There are other land banks throughout the country, but I'm going to only show you based off of my experience. I have went to other land banks, but I thought Shelby County was one of the easiest ones. They had a lot of properties. Like every month they have properties galore, and some of the other states just kind of make it a little harder to gain access to the websites to even view the properties. To my knowledge, when I was reading, some of the land banks used to be like, you had to be like part of a list to even access the properties. So a land bank is basically from the one in Memphis, Tennessee. It's like distressed properties or properties that are tax delinquent, that has been vacant or delinquent for a number of years, and the county is trying to get rid of the property. They're trying to make some money off of the properties that they own because there's so many of them. And as we know that Memphis, Tennessee, especially Shelby, I'm sorry, y'all, I have been Invisalign, I apologize. Especially Shelby County in Memphis, Tennessee, it's a poor city, mainly Black. I think we looked it up, it's like 60 something, almost 70% Black people. So many vacant streets, so many vacant houses. It's sad. But in every situation, there's an opportunity to, um, make an opportunity for yourself. I believe even the people that are in that community could buy the properties and create wealth for their family as well. But when you're living in it and maybe they don't have someone, maybe they're in Shelby County, they didn't even know that they have a land bank there. Like seriously, of course, from the brunch that we have for the company, nobody knew about the land bank, not one person. So, and I got so many, text messages that literally the day after even up until yesterday, asking about it. And I was like, girl, go ahead and do this video because it's highly requested. So thank you guys again. I really, really, really appreciate it. There would be no Just Breathe parenting services without any of you. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to first and foremost talk about the land bank. I didn't just send you guys a website to go to because it's more to it than finding the website and say, okay, here's a property, let me buy it. It's so much more to it than that. And I wish I had my land bank paper with me, and I should have been more prepared, but I don't. But don't worry about it. I can probably access them through my email. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. So let me share my screen. Share. Okay, so first and foremost, we're going to talk about how to access the land banks in general. Okay. Let's go from the beginning. I was already on the website, but when you go to google.com, go to interactive. I already got it for you. Interactive National Land Bank. Interactive National Land Bank. And it's going to be literally the first link that you see. And the website is going to be a red ribbon up here with the title Center for Community Progress, Vacant Spaces into Vibrant Places. Oh, I love that. Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. Okay, y'all, listen. These are all the land banks let me see. Yeah, these are all the land banks in the United States. That's a lot. That is a lot. Unfortunately, I'm in Florida. They have none. Georgia, look at Georgia, guys. That is amazing. Ohio, Michigan, those are them. Even New York City has land banks. So based off my experience, I tried to access the North Carolina land bank. It was kind of hard. Georgia, I went to multiple land banks in Georgia. They're relatively easy, but we're going to go into that more. So I'm just going to read you this little blurb right here just to kind of get more in depth on what we're doing and what we're talking about, just in case I didn't explain it, as well as, someone needs. So let me go ahead. So the buzz about land banks is growing. Chanel. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. My dog, she be acting a fool sometimes. So the buzz about land banks is growing, and for good reason. 17 states, those are all the states, have passed land banks enabling legislation as of March 2022, offering local leaders a new tool to help reinvent and revitalize neighborhoods challenged by vacancy and abandonment. You remember that's what I was saying about the vacant properties. As a result, over 250 land banks and land banking programs have been created and launched in a range of communities from legacy cities, those former industrial cities suffering from decades of disinvestment and population loss, to suburban and rural towns hit hard by the mortgage foreclosure crisis. Many other communities, maybe even yours, are currently considering how a local or regional land bank could complement existing tools and strategies to help overcome vacancy and abandonment. That's so awesome, guys. So that's the page, and these are the years that the land banks were started. A lot of them are fairly new. 2019, that's crazy. And so we can go to the full screen just to get a better view of exactly the states and the cities. And okay, there we go. I have a touch screen, so there we go. These are some of the actual counties. So if you guys want to screenshot that or take that picture, and just in case you don't want to go back to the main website, you technically don't have to. You can Google Sumter County Land Bank. You can Google Bibb County Land Bank. You can Google Fulton County Land Bank, and it should take you right to it. Okay, so let's go to Shelby County Land Bank. This is where I brought my property. Okay, so they do have 2.6 stars. And let me tell you, I understand completely why they have 2.6 stars. I don't care, because nothing's stopping me from getting my property. They have 2.6 stars because it takes a long time. This is not something that just going to happen overnight. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to give you my process. What is the day was like maybe March 2021 that I actually put in the application for the land for both. I actually put in for 4, and I only was awarded 2. So let's talk about that too. And so I put in the applications for all 4. Basically, it's like a form. Okay, let's just go to Shelby County Land Bank. It's a form stating that I'm interested in the property. Okay, so when you're on the website, this is how it should look for Shelby County. You're gonna go to the bottom. This is what someone did to one of the houses. Okay, so property request form. So I did one of these forms and mailed it in for each property, all 4 properties, okay? And they let you know automatically, okay, I'm not gonna say automatically, it's gonna be a couple months or based on my experience, it was a couple months for them to say, okay, there were no additional bids for these two properties, but the other two properties went on a bid off. Do you want to participate in the bid off? For one, I said yes. The other one was almost out of my price range. I think that was for the $600 one. So I let that one go. And let's also be clear. You have to send your money at the very beginning. So let's go back to the form. Let's go back to the form. Do they talk about it? No, here. No, okay. So it's not on the original form, but you put in your request form and then they'll email you back. And on the next email that they email to you about the price of the property, if there's a bid off, all of that, you have to mail in your money before you even really know that you have the property. So yeah, so that's another thing to consider. I don't know about any other land banks, but with Shelby County, they send you an email for, this property, blah, blah, blah. Let's see, let's go to Gmail because I want us to get like the real on how it's down. There we go. I gotta go to my other email. I don't want to have to log out and log again. I'm sorry, guys. But yes, okay. So on the email, it would say how much something is and how much. So you send that in with a cashier's check with the name of the property on it and everything from taxes, all that. They include it all in the price. So what you will send is going to be a little bit more than what the asking price is. And let's go to the properties for sale. So these are the properties for sale as of July. So these are the women. Gloria Kelly is the one that actually dealt with my properties. And this is what it means. S means special, as basically, it wasn't sold automatically, so they dropped it off. So these are like the codes. So yeah, do you guys see all these properties? Do you guys see? Look, July 2022, a house. You see it? I told you guys, look at all these houses. OMG, look at all these houses. I was just on here like 3 weeks ago and all these houses were not on here. OMG. Wow. House, $4,100. Y'all, I'm about to go crazy. Look, y'all. Okay, let's go to the one that's 3,100. Let's go to that right now because y'all, 413 East Olive. 413 East Olive. Let's go to that right now. Oh, I'm not typing nothing. Come on now, what's going on? Okay, there we go. Now I forgot 413 East Olive. Y'all, I have to repeat it or I'm going to forget it. That's how I learn. Oh, wow. Okay. You see, when we say distressed, when we say tax delinquent, when we say the whole community needs to be revitalized, this is what we're speaking of. But look at that. That means that there is a job or school or something around it. So that doesn't, that means that the town, the city, the street, it can be revitalized because there's still things still going on in the area. So it's not all lost. It's just that these things have been like this for so long that it's going to take people like us, investors, just to rebuild. But the thing is, when different people rebuild it, it's called gentrification. if anyone wants to you know, need like one-on-one mentoring about this subject, just let me know. I can actually go through the paperwork with you. Oh yeah, I don't think I went into my properties. So like I said, I put in for 4. I ended up getting 2 properties. For the other 2, I was outbid. So yeah, so on some of the properties you absolutely could be outbid for the property. You're not the only person, you know, that knows about land banks, because you know about it now. And so this is my experience. So I had put in for a 3rd property. One was like 3 something, one was 2 something. The other one where it was like 600, but it was in a cul-de-sac. It was a really nice piece of land or lot or whatever. And they text me, it was just like, okay, you're in a bid off, so let me know if you're going to be available on this day. I said yes. So I call. There's like 4 of the people on the line. Everybody has attorneys. And I said, well, you know what? I know for a fact I'm not going to get this property because I only was going to bid like $50 more. I was gonna bid like $50 more. So I was like, I know for a fact that I'm not gonna get this, and y'all got whole attorneys online. So investors, they absolutely buy this land, and that's how they stay rich. They know, they know. So luckily hopefully I'll be that person one day that'll have an attorney online and be ready to, cash out, throw a bag on this, But for now, I'm gonna stay under the $1,000 range, and you can absolutely buy some good land for less than $1,000. But you remember I was telling you guys earlier that it's gonna take a while. Yeah, it's gonna take a while, and you have to put your money, and please hear this clearly. You have to put your money up front before you even know if you have the property or not. They literally, you send your form that states that you're interested in the property. They email you back with how much to send, including the taxes and everything all together. You send in the check first, with a cashier's check first. And then after that, they'll let you know if you're in a bid off, blah, 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 or they'll let you know if you actually have the property. So for the 2 that I didn't get my money back for like 6 to 8 months after I didn't win it. So this is gonna have to be money that you say, okay, I'm gonna be okay with not having this $800 for a year or 6 months or 8 months or whatever. And I actually did have to email them, because after like 6 months or so, I was like, okay, guys, I haven't heard from you. So what's going on? And they gave me an excuse. It was like something, I don't know, but within like a month to 2 months after that, I ended up receiving my money back. But I believe it's totally 1000% worth it. I love land banks. This has been really, really good. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Hopefully I gave you some really, really good information. Hopefully I wasn't too boring, child. I was too boring, and that you learned something from me. And if you guys just need any future help, please let me know. If you have any other topics that you want to discuss, please let me. Okay, my audio's done. Sorry, guys. Please let me know. And yeah, thank you guys again. I will talk to you later. Thank you for watching. Please go to the description box for more information. Have a good one, guys.